Hello there my fellow Hello Table Heroes, and welcome to another Conquest video guide. So I finally made it all the way through to Sector 5, but if you're interested in the previous videos of Sector 1 through 4, feeds guide, global feeds guide, and as well mini boss and final boss guides, the link in description below to my SWGOH website where you can go ahead and check them out, as well as all the other guides and all the other great resources I've put on there for Conquest, such as the daily plan and enemies counter tool, as well as recommended data disc sets. This one I'll be playing through Sector 5, just sharing you some of the teams here that I used to get progress down towards both Sector 5 and global feats. I'll be doing a separate video for the mini boss and final boss battles, so be on the lookout for that video. It'll be coming shortly after this one. Anyway, let's start off first by reviewing the feats we actually have to complete here in Sector 5. So we have to defeat enemies with first order units, win with light sight squad, and then inflict blind 60 times and gain inspired 40 times. Now I guess here it's pretty good because while you're knocking out your first order kills, you're at the same time doing the first order global feat, and then all the other free feats, for example, they are kind of light side battles, the blind and inspired as well. And while you're knocking out your inspired feat, you're also knocking out your obviously global resistance feat. So it's a bit of lots of overlap kind of between feats here and as well the global feats. So depends obviously what you've got. If you have Supreme the Color Ran, you can obviously split your first order in two teams if you'd want, or if you don't have Supreme the Color Ran, I was able to get just like, you know, standard Hux team here work. The best team I found was the Ray Jedi Training Resistance team, because they depend all about gaining bonus turn meter, and because obviously while Hux has advantage in there, they can't gain bonus turn meter, and while he has that blue buff on him as well, what will happen is they won't be able to counter attack, so you can pretty much shut it down very quickly with the help obviously of the Amplify Agony data discs and Volatile Accelerator. So as you can see, we took care of them very quickly, even though they got a jump start on us. Obviously, if you do have Supreme Color Ran, you've obviously got the two first order teams that you can use here in Sector 5. Supreme Color Ran, you know, he can take on a lot of teams. I like to run this team here, so it kind of works together, that everybody passing turn meter over to your Supreme Color Ran. So he's getting lots of turns, so he's the one defeating the enemies, because remember, we have the global feat where we have to defeat 100 enemies with either Supreme Color Ran or OG Kylo. So we got here Bad Batch. We'll quickly wipe them out. Obviously, you will notice that because of all these turn meter gains, you're quickly losing max health and protection, but it doesn't even matter, because you can see we're running circles around these guys because of the data disc combinations here that we have. That obviously Ruthless Swiftness, we gain bonus turn meter, they're losing turn meter because of unstable decelerator, so we were able to get these guys down very quickly. Now with resistance, so similar like first order, if you have a Galactic Legend Ray, you can kind of create two teams here, so both of them then can get inspired, so you can run Ray Jedi Training here with the droids, with both heroes. So the source of inspiration here really is Fiend. So first Fiend inspires Poe, and then Poe can start inspiring others. So that's how it works. And obviously I didn't get inspired too many times here, just because I've got so many these Amplify Agony data discs. So if you want to squeeze out more inspire, definitely maybe just get one stack of Amplify Agony instead of 3 that I have equipped here, just so that the battle lasts longer, so you can get inspired spread more times than I just did there. But I don't like to equipping and unequipping discs unless I really need to, so I'll just keep going, because anyway there's plenty battles to be done, so I'll have opportunities to get inspired over time gradually. Another obviously source of inspiration here is Rey. Now she will be inspiring her allies whenever she gets a turn, so it just kind of happens passively. You don't have to do anything specifically. Maybe not the best team here to go up against, because you can see I didn't really take a powerful resistance team here with Rey, so we are getting a little bit hammered here by Canderous and the true damage that they're dealing on their basic attacks, but I got into ultimate, and as soon as I unloaded, I think that should defeat everybody else. There you go, Rey inspired here a few of her allies also. So let's move on now to some of the other feats. Also, if you're doing your Raylo feat with Galactic Legend Raylead, she as well, sorry, not Raylo feat, the Torn Apart feat as well. This will do as well inspiration while you're doing the Torn Apart feat as well. So definitely a good way here to kind of be working towards 2 feats at the same time. Going versus Padme and Selfless Retribution. I think we can make it work here. Oh, they're healing up. Let's do an AoE. Alright, perfect. Do you know what? Should we heal somebody up or just do an AoE? What do you guys think? I'll just do a basic here to gain foresight actually. Yeah, just get Kenobi out of here to be honest. Oh. Okay, damage immunity saving me here from a certain doom. Let's finish off Ahsoka there. And Padme as well, and that will be that. So there you go. Was able to get inspired out a few times because anytime Rey takes a turn, she will inspire one of her allies. And obviously getting the Torn Apart feat as well with Kylo Ren, Unmasked, and Vet Han surviving. Alright, let's turn our attention now over to the blind feat. Now, your best source of blind is really Threepio and Chewie. 2 reasons there. He's got an AoE blind, so he can blind 5 enemies. And if you can find the nest with Kylo Ren and Unmasked on the enemy side or nest, you can just use CLS team to chase these guys. So I did a little bit put different data disk set, so I put also the DK critical turn meter data disk, so we get some extra turn meter removal just to make sure that nest never gets a turn. As soon as you just down to nest, you just simply hit auto and let the battle time out, and you should be able to get, I think I got about 19 blinds out of this battle. So you know, not too bad I think. But definitely I think versus Kylo Ren Unmasked as well, you can do this quite easily because you won't be able to defeat him because of all those debuffs you're applying from Amplify Agony and Volatile Accelerator. But for this particular nest battle, I actually removed Volatile Accelerator for that reason, because the game will eventually freeze, because every time Volatile Accelerator triggers and Amplify Agony, then the game has to recalculate how much bonus protection nest gains, and that will freeze the game. So if you're doing versus nest, just remove Volatile Accelerator data disk. But versus Kylo Ren Unmasked, that he doesn't have this bonus protection, you should still be good. Alright, so there are other ways if you just want to do like, you know, 1 or 2 blinds per battle, as you're anyway doing your battles here throughout the sector. You can bring in Mission for fun, why not? We don't get to use her much. She's a scoundrel, so you can just bring her in with your Ben, Han, Chewie team, and just eventually she'll get a turn, I hope, so she can use her special ability that applies blind. I think, yeah, this one applies blind, so there we go. So you can get 1 blind per battle this way as well if you'd want to, just in between a little bit, because we have to do light side battles anyways. So there we go, it's a light side team, and I got blind 1 time. Okay, so another option obviously to get blind, we do have more characters that can do it. You could knock out your, again, Torn Apart feed with Kylo Ren and Vet Han surviving. You throw in Supreme Kylo Ren for the Kylo kills for the global feed. And if you do have Malgus now from previous Conquest, he also has an ability here actually that can apply blind as well to a single target. So you can just add him to your team and, you know, get blind and Torn Apart feed and a few Kylo kills along the way. And of course, first order kills as well, right? Forgot about that. Here in Sector 5 we do have first order kills. Here we go, took care of him. Grievous not liking it. Kylo Ren Unmasked his counterattacks there, causing some issues for us. Let's give a turn over to Supreme Kylo Ren. Hopefully AoE here will finish off Grievous, perfect. Let's go ahead. Yep, this one is blind. Oh, they resisted, doesn't matter, you just have to attempt to inflict blind really. There we go. And what just disappears from battle anyway, the coward that he is. Okay, so also another character that can do blind is Jedi Knight Luke. So you can do a Jedi team, because obviously remember we do need to win 14 battles with light side teams here in Sector 5. So just put your Jedi team together. I like to use Jedi Knight Revan for Savior, Jolie for the revive, Hermit Yoda for heal, and then a Jedi Knight Anakin for his bonus turn, so he can use Heroes Arise and get Luke going. Okay, oh no, they're going after Anakin, that's not good. Alright, Savior triggered. let's go ahead, trigger Heroes Arise. Let's do here stun. Perfect. Let's go ahead. Oh, if I swap turn meter, this might defeat them actually. So let's just go ahead, get rid of Ray Jedi training. It wasn't enough. Go ahead, heal up. And now Julie can bring back Anakin. We can finish off Ray here, and the other guys will now die off as well. So there you go. This is pretty much kind of foolproof Jedi team. No matter who they go for, either you get bonus turns, you get savers, you get revives. So you can get a 3-star battle done versus pretty much any enemy here in Sector 5. And of course, you know, we also have Han and Chewie with Vet Han and Kylo Ren Mass for, again, more opportunities to get your torn apart feats done. Because especially in Sector 5 versus all these fast enemies, it seems like using Han and Chewie is just so easy to get through many of these over-prepared units without getting a scratch at all. And there you go, Chewie throwing down an AoE and then finished off the last remaining Bad Batch clone. Alright guys, so that's all the battles I have here for you today in Sector 5. So these are the teams that I utilized here to play through Sector 5, make some good progress towards both global and sector feats. Hope you find it useful. Let me know in the comments below on my Discord server as always. So now that I played through all the sectors, I'll actually go back to the global feats. So the next video I'll be equipping the Force Die data disk, and I'll be doing the final boss battles and see how those get along, and as well see how Force Die data disk obviously interacts with the Raylo feat as well as the full resistance feat, just to see does it interfere with it or not. So hopefully I'll see you in that video tomorrow, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.